Hi, I'm Andre Harrell, and whenever I'm lost, I know I got soul.com.
All right, so Andre Harrell, we're here at the listening event for Hamilton Park. You know, they were just out there talking, and one of the things they mentioned, you know, that caught my attention. They said, "You've seen this before," so they felt comfortable with you. Have you seen this before?
Well, when it comes to like a group of black young men singing soulfully,
Yeah.
I might have seen it once with Guy. I might have seen it once with Jodeci. I might even seen some of it with Soul For Real, but yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah. So tell me what it is you saw in them. What made you want to sign them above all the other talent you've seen?
I thought that they were the most polished and ready to go. I thought the Hamilton Park had been together before they met me and had worked all the kinks out of just having a relationship and a commitment to each other and being excited about the journey of trying to become stars.
Yeah. Okay.
And I was interested in the fact that they learned to sing in the church, and they were athletes. They met on a basketball court.
Yeah.
So I thought that gave them a kind of a rugged male swag that women would really like, especially them singing about love.
Yeah. Okay. And you know, they just released their EP, and they got a cover of a Guy song.
Hamilton Park EP.
Yep. They got the Guy cover on there, and you discovered Guy. So was that your doing to have them, do that song, or?
I might have moved in that direction.
Yeah. And how do you feel they did with it?
I think they did a great job with that.
Yeah.
I think people would be excited to hear "You Got a Piece of My Love."
Yeah.
We haven't heard that in 15, 17 years.
Yep. Cool.
And I'm sure when this generation hears it, they're not even gonna know it's a remake.
Yeah. That's probably true. So you found groups like Guy, Jodeci, you mentioned. Now, do you feel like there's a void in R&B now when it comes to groups?
There's a total void in R&B, and there's a total void in R&B. Well, I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm not gonna get to the why unless you ask why.
I was gonna ask you. That was my next question. Why do you think it is?
I think R&B is a bridge kind of thing in the sense that I was reared in the Motown era. I became a rapper when I was 15, so I had the hip hop and the R&B. So when it was my time to put my company together, I heard music in that way because I lived both generations of it. I think the generation that we are in now, the young people that are making records, I don't think they have enough sensibility about church music, enough sensibility about R&B music from back in the Isley Brothers or the Temptations or Diana Ross. So I think they're moving all their R&B off of rap records.
Yeah.
And so I don't think they have the emotional wherewithal to understand how to properly talk about love, because rap talks about what goes wrong and how I'm going to treat you when it goes wrong, as opposed to I want you and I'm going to be right with you and I'm going to take care of you and love you forever.
Yeah.
That language has somehow got lost with this generation.
Yeah. Okay.
And so I think because I'm in a unique position to have bridged the gap between R&B and hip hop, it lets me know that it can be done, but the language has to change.
Okay, makes sense. And now you discover Hamilton Park down in Atlanta when you're doing the Star Search, contest and all that. What is the decision process like for you when you find talent? When you you're presiding over, do I sign this group? Do I sign this act? What is that decision process like for you?
Two things. One, is there a void in the marketplace for something? It's like in this case, is there a void for young males who sing R&B? Yes, a group of young males to sing R&B. There's none. So that was part of my decision-making process. And then, do they do it well? And that's the other part. And I thought they did it well.
Okay. And one last question for you. And I don't know if you'll admit to this, but in all your years, you've been, at these labels making decisions about like groups like this. Has there ever been an act you've passed up on that went on to eventually blow up somewhere else?
Not that I passed on, no.
Okay.
There's only one act I didn't get that I wanted. That was Tyrese.
Yeah. Okay.
Years ago, that was it.
Yeah. Okay. And tell me about, you were talking about the promotion you're doing now.
Oh,
Talk about
I'm looking for talent. I started my new label, Harrell Records, and I have a global talent search on the internet called BlazeTrack.com, Andre Harrell's global talent search. And the thing about BlazeTrack.com, it's a new way to get discovered, because it's very difficult for people to come from Texas, people to come from Nebraska, people to come from Oakland and get a meeting with me, because they have no idea how to reach me. They don't have anybody to say this person is great, so they're not in the game at all. So what BlazeTrack gives you the opportunity to do, it gives you a guaranteed meeting. You go to BlazeTrack, you upload your music. You have 4 minutes of music that you can upload. And if you want to, you can upload 3 songs, 2 choruses, 2 verses. You can talk to me. You can make a video explaining your musical journey. And then I will talk to you for 1 minute and tell you how I like it, why I like it, what you could do better. And if I really like it, I'll call you up and bring you in for a meeting. So I'm running a contest through that system, blazetrack.com.
Interesting.
All right, and it started last week, and it goes to November 30th, and I announced the winner on January 11th. And I'm giving out a record deal, and I'm giving out a publishing deal. So it's for writers, singers, rappers, producers.